What's up? How's it going today? So let's read all the greetings. Hi, Enigma. I am in a good mood today. Me too. I'm in a good mood. Okay. Greetings from Germany. Good to see. What's going on? Sorry, my video looked weird for a minute. I guess it's okay. Okay, greetings from Germany. Greetings! Kernel number, the one after 6.19, will be 7.0. For those of you who don't know, I didn't. Nothing else, just a decision from Linus. That's pretty much always that, right? Most of the time, well, you say nothing else, just a decision from Linus. Most of the time when Linus does that decision is because he knows that somehow the kernel is going to be like less feature dense. So when kernels like go up a version, usually they're very boring. At least that's mine, in my experience. So we'll see. Hello, Scott. Hello, Dimitri. And yes, is your name pronounced Fandrix? Is that the idea? Okay. Blank slate. YouTube missed some fucking things. Okay. Hi, it's Commander, my savior. Okay, so I'll call you Fandrix. That's great. We're locked in. Alright, we've got our people. I'll just make sure that I don't have, like, something I shouldn't have on my screen. We'll get started. Alright. We good. Nothing bad. Okay. So the main idea today. So, we learned how arrays work yesterday. Whoops. And apart from that, we fix the implementation that was lacking. Hi, guy with a name that doesn't use Latin character. It's Dimitri, okay? So, all right. We good. My God. Okay. So yeah, we fixed the implementation that was lacking. That's great. I'm not, okay? Pin this shit, okay? I'm not forgetting that this is important. Just a little bit. So, all great. No worries. Alright. Okay. So, we implemented the shit out of this. It's great. It's working. So, I was thinking about in what order I wanted to do things. So, for now, my main idea was to, like, do things one at a time in a specific way, right? Because we want to parse the whole kernel, right? And the kernel contains a bunch of shit. It contains structs, it contains functions, it contains, I don't know, defines, contains if-defs, macros, and all the rest. You get it? There's a bunch of shit that we gotta render compatible that we have to understand how to parse. And after that, we have to take each of these things and put it into our database, right? It needs to end up in the DB, and somehow this needs to be done respecting, multi-threading, all of that stuff. So for now, I think that what we're going to do is sticking to that side of things, right? Sticking to the parser. So we're only parsing and shoving into a list. There's a name for that, right? That's called, is it tokenize? No, not tokenizing. It's, what does a lexer do? A lexer does something, and the result of a lexer is the word that I'm looking for, okay? So we're parsing, and it should, like, give us digestible chunks that we can then make the implementation to shove into the DB. But that part of shoving it into the DB, we're going to wait. Even if it means that we're not going to see the fruits of our labor in a graphically fun way, we're probably going to be way faster focusing on C-lang syntax and bypassing its issues for the next like few stream. Like it's probably good if we have structs done, function dones, defines done, and if-defs before we get into sending it into the DB. And then we can get into the fancy stuff, right? We could get into, well, I don't know what the fuck else we could get into, but we'll find in the way, right? So let's read a bit. Imagine if you accidentally commented out that line and that would fix it. Based. By the way, Scott, why don't you push code update to Git after stream and you work on the project exclusively? Okay, is it a question for the second thing? Alright, okay, I'll just answer. So, as if it's a question. So, why don't you push code update to Git? I'm lazy, and that's about it. And if I work on the project exclusively on stream, mainly, I'll do some research off stream, but I will also sometime add like 4 lines of code before stream. Okay. AST. That wasn't the word I was searching for. I'm sure I can get the answer in like 5 seconds, right? Lexer. Designing a lexer. A lexer, lexical analyzer, is a crucial component of a compiler that processes source code into tokens. I was right. So what we're doing is we're parsing, or lexing, or whatever it is, and then we're making it into a format of tokens that we can do something with, that we can put into the DB, right? Because we don't want to have to worry about how the file is written. We only want to worry about putting it into the DB when we're on the other side of our equation or whatever. He cannot escape the trees. Well, there's a lot of things to learn. Yeah, lexers are a crazy thing. I just find that the issue is that when you get into something as complex as C, there's just like nothing freaking works. That's why we need C-lang. All right. Yeah, I think that the big difference is that a parser... Wait a minute, am I a parser? A parser is a more generic word, because you could have a parser to find a string within a file, you could have a parser to remove some things within a file, but a lexer is to transform a a file into another readable version of that file, which is simplified and ordered by tokens. So you're... yeah, that's about as good as I can say it. So yeah, that's the big difference. But we're kind of talking about categories of categories here, right? So a parser is this, a lexer is this, right? So that's the thing. Yep. Okay. So where were we actually? Okay, so maybe a feature that we would need to implement right now that would be great would be the ability to actually set out to do what we wanted to do. So let's just run this shit. Our goal since the start was to be able to go into a specific file. So let's just, not 6.0. Is that a good file? It ain't. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. So what we want to be able to do is to be able to detect that if-def, and when we detect it, we should detect what its value is and bypass it and set it using this key right here, right? We have the option here using -D to set a little bit like a define, set a specific thing to bypass this. So this is what we're going to try to do, is to detect this part and then bypass it. It's Commander. Nigma understands that. His wording is just not as obvious. You can call whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's use this file. It's really good. Look, there's a bunch of if-def. It's going to be awesome. Oh. Alright, let's run it once. Instead of running sked. Or as one might call it, sped. Okay. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 source range. Let's just go through this shit and try to guess what the source range are. So that would be 1, right? Maybe the include. So for now, we're at 1. Oh, we have an if-def. 2. We have the end-if. Okay. We have an if-def. 3. Another if-def. 4. Okay. 5. 6. Okay, maybe 7? Maybe? Let's wait. Oh, 7. 8. 9. 10, 11. Okay, so the first comment doesn't count. Only if def actually count towards this. That's the theory that we should have. Oh fuck, it's 3.1. Let's hope that it's not different. But okay, so comment shouldn't count. We're just going to hope that it's the same thing, okay? So comment shouldn't count. Define don't count towards what is not, well, what is returned by this thing. We should probably find how to output whatever the fuck this is skipping, right? This would be probably very good for us. Enigma, my bad. Not your bad. You haven't done anything wrong. Merely explaining my view on it. Yes, we all agree. And by the by, I wasn't trying to say that you did it wrong. It's Commander. I'm just trying to not make you go insane. The more I listen and read Enigma, the more I think I gauge you. I think I'm gauging. Okay, I'm gauging. So we'll get through it. Okay, where the fuck am I going with this? Please? Okay. Okay. Range.i. So then we should be able to do dot something else to be able to print whatever the source range is. What is the source range command for this shit? Come here, come here. Am I like baiting a cat or something? Minu, minu, minu. Okay. Okay, let's zoom in before everybody yells that it's not working. All right. Eliminate this. Okay, that's a fix me, but okay. Can we? Okay, representing the first character within the source range. Okay, but how do I just display the thing? Is there really no way to just display the thing? What does this do? Get range from location. Okay. Okay, so this is to do a source range from a source range, I guess. Okay, sounds retarded. Not what we want. So are we going to have to like manually do this shit again? I'm done. Okay, it's not hard. It's not hard. I need to stop being lazy. Let's parse the freaking file. Where do we get my file? Okay, that's the file. There's a way in Python to get the freaking file, to start doing fun shit with it. Guess I did it in the past somewhere. Is it FS something? It's probably part of the code that I've deleted somewhere. Oh man, not again. And you know what? I'm going to battle this out. And I'll probably end up having to Google it again. I just want to be able to read a freaking file. Okay, fuck the toddlerons. Where's my include thing? That's what I need. Get include. Okay, you have a solution here. If current forget. Bro, no way that that's a function that I made. Okay, dude. Okay. It's a function that I made. Okay. Good, buddy. Good. So, do I even need this? No, because it will do it itself. All right. Can be an equal, current file. Then we should probably split line the shit out of this. Split line. And we do something like 4. I'll read some comments to think about it. For now, I'm only trying to display it. You should never delete code. You only commented out. I deleted code because I had like half of my project, which was comments. So I rage quit. It's you, its commander, that showed me that range can be used with something in front of it, right? Let's do this, alright? So we should be able to do some dumb shit like... Oh wait. What am I trying to do here? Okay, so we have line information, line start, line end. We should have the range between those two numbers, and then return everything in between, right? Can't we just like 2D... Can't we do like 2D array of this shit? Is this even a thing that we can do, right? Like, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Wait a minute. Right, can I do this dot... Whoops, sorry, not in that order. Okay, so we should do current file. Current file should be ordered by line first. So we should be able to do first the starting line. Whoops, again, I screwed it up. Starting line, which start dot line 2 dot. We do the same thing, but with end line. I wanted to 2D array this shit, but I think we're gonna be lazy on this one. Look at this working first try. Shit. Should probably just read, right? Unmatched. True. It is unmatched. My power is unmatched. Okay. I don't want a game. I want to secede. Right. What does in even convey in Python? Uniquely towards equal and... Okay, they are not to be used together normally. Okay, that doesn't necessarily look bad. I should just space everything out a bit, and it will work onky-dory. Don't you need the double semicolon? No, because what I want is an array, right? I want what's in between the when you put the two thing, the semicolon, it should give you like one starting position in your array, semicolon, end position in your array, and it should be able to return you a new array with all of these things in between. Right now, I'm disregarding the characters that we have access to. I'm just assuming that we don't give a shit, which is probably fair. We're gonna need to make some code for that, but let's forget it. Just to answer Enigma, in Python, what it means is iterate through something, right? So when we have, where's my loop? In for range. Range in reality is an iterator. So it's an array, you go through each of the thing, and it is represented by I, sorry. So the values of range in, put in I, and then you can do shit with it. For equal and semicolon equal, it is it's called, equal is just a standard equal, you know what the fuck it means. Semicolon equal is called the walrus operator, and it's meant to return something while being able to be a truth value. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but like what we're doing here is we're saying if, so we're trying to weigh something, right? And here I still need to set this variable to this, because that's one of the things I want to do. So I could do it on 2 lines, but it might be like freaking useless if I can just put it on 1 line. That's why I like the walrus operator. It does this in 1 line, and then I can do some true value with it. So that's the idea. Then, sorry, just 1 equal is the same thing as in C. So it just means this equals this, right? Equals in the sense set it to, not equals like we're doing a true value out of it. Double equal is a true value. And when you do double equal, normally it should compare what is contained within the thing. What you're talking about the object being the same object, like a pointer being the same pointer, that's is, right? So is more there to compare if the object is the same, while double equal is there to compare the value of the thing. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make parallels to C. Wait, never mind, double column. Didn't mean semicolon. My friend, I don't speak English nearly enough to know any of this shit. 1 column is inclusive. Oh man, I didn't even know that. I thought it was for something else that we use the double colon. So like if x equals food and yeah, that yeah. It's just that in Python we have to explicitly say it because of how the thing is done, right? So just to highlight it. So this is, we're talking about the same thing. It's just that in Python we have to tell it that this is an assignment through the walrus operator. Yeah, you got it, Nigma. Yes, I understood its commander. That's in the past, lol. Didn't you already read that? No. No, I read things not in order sometime. So sometime I'll just like jump on one place, tell something to like put you on fucking hold. And then I'll go back somewhere else. I work I work in a call center, okay? I know how to manage some fucking lines. Okay. So now let's just transform this, because the big issue that we have with this is that it's printing the array without making it beautiful. So we need to make it beautiful. For X in this shit. Boom. Print. Your father doesn't love you. No, okay. Based. We need to bring back Fuck J, okay? Fuck J is the best of us. Alright. I think I misclicked something on my keyboard. Let's hope that it works. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lore unlocked. Everything points to him being an AI. I just need the Indian accent. That's all I'm missing, guys. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what I'm doing wrong. Wait, do I? Yes, I do. We set things into an array. An array starts from 0, while file starts from 1. Based. Okay, okay. So here if we do -1, technically we should do -1 on this one too, but somehow it gives us the right result. Maybe it only gives us the skipped content. Or maybe you were right about the inclusive thing. Well, we'll see, right? AI could never fuck J. True. Okay. So, okay, what I'm guessing is the actual thing that it says it's skipping doesn't include the if-def itself, and doesn't include the end-if. It will only tell us about the actual code being skipped. So, what we're doing right now is just bypassing this, right? It works. Oh, it's so good! Oh, man. Okay. So then we need to make a parser to detect the if-def. Can if-def be written like a retard? Is this a thing? is this a thing? Do we have like giga mouth breeders that makes if-def? Like, my include detectors have some include in the kernel that should kill themselves, okay? I'll probably show you the output someday, but it's unhinged. You seem delighted. I am. It's very great. Like, it's some great freaking progress. Alright. Okay. So it should probably always be on this exact line that we're going to find our if-def. So let's just bake a way to detect the actual if-def and print it. And let's print it right after here. I've already baked something like that here. Oh, that's freaking lazy, bro. God. All right. We're using it. I thought it was some rejects Giga Brain I did, but not in this one. God. What's going on here? Oh, we're inside the 4. Okay, okay. So let's put an if. Starts with this, and we should probably do this. this. Here we go. Current file, skipped range. Yup. So if this is true, but here it should be if def. Could even put a space in there, right? Like it should always be, oh, maybe somebody will put a tabulation, it will still count. Let's just put if def. Alright, so we should be detecting that. Now, what would be fancy would be to cut this and only show this. That would be cool. So, then... Ooh, we could be even more fancy. Wait a minute. Wait. I have a big brain. Look at this shit. Look at my huge... Huge. Okay, it's huge. Oh wait, or let's make this complicated for nothing. I love being complicated. Time for fuck J. It needs caps. For fuck J in, whoops, no caps for this one, in this dot, and we do split on spaces, and we skip the first one. Look at this shit. Look at my boom. Look at my ultra giga bulging brain. Holy! May I inquire on how you view your own program? You're currently giving me PTSD from my childhood. 444. For the Giga for loop, it's just because, okay. Right now, all of that code will be deleted, okay? This is testing, right? I'm testing my theories, then I'm applying it in a way that is a little bit cleaner, and most likely all of this will be dumped into a newer version later, right? So, for now, this is why it's disgusting like this. But the idea here is I've seen in the past if-defs with multiple values. So I want to be able to go through them and to treat them separately, right? So that's why I'm doing it that way for fuck J, right? So that's the thing. And how I'm seeing my program, my friend, it would take freaking years to be able to explain it. No, not years, but I can make you a TLDR if you're interested, but I'm not sure if you're that interested. That's what I tell myself as copium. But I used to do that too, to tell myself like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again, I'm gonna redo it, and I never do it, right? But I found that it's so good, at least because I'm starting in programming, right? It's so good for me to like destroy everything, come back, and try to fix a foundational issue that I had with my program each time that I rewrite it. This is why I like rewriting my code so much, is because you end up with a much cleaner and a much better way to do things. So, like right now, there's a couple of things that I could probably remove in a new implementation. I would have to think about it a lot, but I want to be done with Syndex before rewriting anything, if I want to rewrite anything. But yeah. But look, for now, we have extracted the if-def, right? So that's a done deal. That's something that we have. So we would be able then, maybe we need to make a check here to just make sure if it's some kind of equation, right? Because if we multiply something by something and we just set that to something, it's not going to work. So here, technically, we could, like, analyze this. Well, make one run, enable this value, make another run, enable this value, make another run. Right? We could just run through this shit. Yeah. My question was about what makes a program tick. As I said before, I personally view my own program as a giant factory. I'm not sure if it's an answer, but there's like, yes, maybe I see it in the same way, in some sense, right? I prefer thinking in stages. So in my head, whenever I think about it, like there's the first stage, which is setting up an environment where all of my cores will be able to process whatever file I give them. So I do that by having a pseudo a pseudo DB for each of my cores. So then I set up each of my cores. These are the worker. They do the hard work of processing through each file. And after that, I combine everything into the single core again, where I essentially glue the result together, right? So I end up with a big fucking ledger that is glued together that I can then export to the DB. Oh shit, you don't see that part. Export to the DB, okay? That's the main idea, right? I don't even know if you see this part. Anyway, big ledger, okay? Exported to the DB. So that's the main idea. It's just separate into steps and make sure that you're doing each thing at the right place. So in my case, I need to pack as much thing into the multi-core stage, because that's the stage where the heavy lifting needs to be done. And the two other stages should be as straightforward as possible, and the processing stage is not as important to optimize as the other. How do you handle regular ifs? Well, for now I don't, but I mean, shoot. Like, what do regular ifs look like in the kernel? Because in my... Like, what the fuck is a if-def? Okay? Okay. I feel so American right now. What the fuck's a kilometer? Okay? So if-def directive. The if-def directive in C++ is used to conditionally include code in the compilation process. It checks if a micro is defined and includes a code block if the condition is true. Okay, so maybe hashtag if will be ran at runtime, like the determination will be done at runtime. Is that the difference? Oh, conditional compilation. Okay, the if, else, and if directive in C++ are used for conditional compilation. These directives allow you to compile a specific part of the code based on a certain condition. In this example, if the credit identifier is defined, the credit function is compiled. I'm failing to see how it's different. Well, you can chain them? Is that the idea? Yeah, that's so we don't run the same header. Yes, okay. That makes sense to me. But yeah, what the fuck's the difference? What? Thank you. Copilot, help me. Okay, I should really read your comments before you start killing me. I'll send a killer to my house. Okay, that's interesting. I suppose it shows how language changes concept. Well, I think each person I have like a way to think about it. I mean, it's probably like imposed by who teached you to code, or how you learn to code, or maybe even your culture. I imagine function as a black box. Arguments are ordered in neat blocks for their respective purposes. Would agree. That sounds pretty close of how I think about things, right? If def checks if something has been defined. Okay. And an if will check a true value? Oh shit, it's written there. Okay, I think I get it now. So just the fact that the define is good enough for an if def, and an if will actually check like a true or not true. Okay. Okay. Oh. So ifs are going to be shit. And if defs are already going to be somewhat shitty. Because we're gonna have to think about the possibility of an if def being created like the if def that we saw before, right? We saw them like chaining the shit out of it with an else. That we're gonna need to think about that, right? And their data is merely shifted, transform until just get the return. Yeah, that's the way to think about it. Hashtag if could be used for, as an example, if thing equals to. Okay. IIRC. I don't know what that means, but okay. Also, if it's just condition, no idea. Okay. Okay, I think we, yeah, I think we're on the same line. So, all right. Okay, so it will probably be simpler for us to focus on if defs for now, right? We want to limit the range of what the fuck we're doing. So here we should focus on having ifs defs. Now, we should not only focus on having the knowledge that an if-def exists. So, oh shit, this one is going to be hard. Okay. Okay. Let's do a little showing around, right? All right. Okay. So our issue here is that we have multiple things we have to do, right? So right now we're scanning a file. And let's assume that this is if def doesn't exist, just for the example. Okay, I don't want to have to deal with this shit. So let's say we're scanning the file. We get to this point. So whenever we... So at that point, like, we're not parsing anymore what's under that until we get an if, right? So we detect that this... we need to detect that this exists. We need to store the fact that this exists, right? Because we need to know about these if-def, each of them. And then we need to disable it. Here's another idea, okay? The other idea would be that we first parse the file for if-defs. So we get all of the if-defs in the file. We get all of these. We see if we can just set them, right? If we can set them all, save their position, we should be able to do something with the position sometime. But if we can just set them all because there's no else, there's no other bullshit linked to it, and it will work, we're just going to parse with all of them enabled, right? So we probably should do this, right? So we should detect the if-def in the specific file that we're parsing, enable them all, try to parse. Right? Am I being retarded here? We're going to have... So, we're going to do the first step, which is know every if-def. We're going to probably respect the fact that we can scan the whole file. I don't see how it, like, could not work. If I remember correctly. Okay, thank you. I'll note it down and I probably will forget, but if you remember me twice, I will be okay. Why would it be hard? Why don't you just remove the if-defs then? Nigma, you have this problem where this... Okay, let me center it for you, okay? This is your problem when you think and talk about things. This line is what you think should happen, okay? And this is with everything you talk about. It's always that, okay? You think that this should be the line. This is where things should be. You put your stand in the ground. This is where things should be. And then, whenever I say, okay, we need to keep the if-defs. Okay, we need to do this that way. Okay, we should... we cannot modify this. We cannot do that. We need to have this variable. Whenever I say something like that, whenever I put another rod in the ground for some reason, instead of trying to understand this position, you try to drag to your position. But my friend, you don't understand this in the first place. You don't understand why I'm setting my rod in the ground here. And you're focused on pulling. You're just focused on pulling. It's not working, dude. All right. Okay, so if I understand correctly, you just don't want to influence the code. Yes! We don't touch the code. Never, 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 never. So then you could just remove them, but I don't understand why you would want that, because the preprocessor is used everywhere. If a type should be used... I am smelling some beef. There's no beef, okay? I'm just right, okay? Okay. My friend, okay? We are parsing the kernel. The goal is to put every structure into a database to then be able to do cool shit with it. Everything as a step, okay? And right now the step that we're doing is trying to know what is where. So what we've already tried and did in the past was parse with ctag. So ctag, what it does, it has no idea of what does what. It just see, there's a struct, this is a struct, I note down in a file that this is a struct. There's a function, I note down in the file that there's a function, right? So this approach doesn't work because with the Linux kernel, we need more detail into what the code does in order to be able to read the file correctly and then do something about it and then store the data into the database. Because when we don't, we skip code. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. This is why I use ctag. Okay, this is why, not ctag, this is why I use syndex clang. Okay, this is why I use this, is because it allows me to parse with more precision. But I don't use clang syndex because I want to actually compile the thing. I only use it because I want its advanced lexer to work for me. Its advanced capability of reading the code correctly that ctag doesn't have. That's why I'm using this, right? So when you're telling me, like, why do we care about the removal of an if-def from the code, but we don't care about us overriding it, is because what we're trying to get out of this code is just, is this written? Right? That's all that we're trying to get. We're not trying to get if it's an U16 or whatever. We're trying to know what the fuck is written on this line. And that's about it. So affecting this isn't an issue. But removing it might cause an issue because the more layer of bullshit that we're going to add to our parser, the more it's going to become more insane. And if we start saying, I'm removing that line, I'm removing that line, I'm removing, we're going to have something that doesn't work. So that's why I'm trying to override it, right? And in most cases, in 99% of cases, us actually overriding file by file the if-defs will allow us to have way the fuck more detail in a way cleaner way than any other situation that we could put ourselves in. And if there's any exception to that, then we're gonna make a custom parser for it, and it's going to be okay. Brother, you confuse. Can take my cash conclusion. My bad. Of course you're right, my majesty. True! I am not your compiler. Fun, stop worrying. Okay, no. It's just that you speak a lot in these absolute Nigma, okay? I'm not saying that... When I was doing the example, I'm not saying that I hate you for it, or that I'm triggered about it. I'm just saying that you are somebody that is very opinionated and that will, like, state these things as absolute truths and then kind of be confused why people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about, when it doesn't match what they want to do. But I understand that just me saying that will result in you writing something like, I wasn't saying that it was absolute truth, I don't care, okay? You're like that. You're just like that. You cannot see it, but you do it. You cannot see it, but you do it. And it's okay. I love you, okay? I love you. Okay. Enough. Enough. Let's get back to it. Okay. Where the fuck were we? Okay, so right now we're detecting the if-defs. We're fucking retarded because we should probably just bulk detect the if-defs. Detect the position of each if-defs. Store the values that are related to them. And add it to an array, I guess. Right? We should put it at the start of our scanner. Scan everything. Put the if-def in the array. And be done with it. That should probably do it. Okay, okay. I think we good. So when we start our scan, okay, I made a rant about you. I need to read you out, okay? When I talk about your stuff, take me as an idiot because I don't know Python, period. When it comes to computation in general, like how the CPU works, I can yap for hours. It's not about that. It's okay, Enigma, okay? You're the way that you are. Also, no one should take what I state and say as something absolute, because I'm always learning. There's no doubt about that, Nigma. Okay, I love you. I love you very much, Nigma. It's okay. There's no problem here, okay? There's no problem. You are the way that you are. I am the way that I am. And I will always laugh at this situation, because to me it's very laughable, alright? So, okay. Let's just go and do our thing. So now we can do for line in current file. Boom, boom. We do this. We detect if it starts with an if-def. We should probably... Okay, we need to store when we're storing an if-def. How the fuck do we want to store this in our database? Oh! Isn't that the GTA meme? Oh! Okay. A double fry. Okay. Okay, let's read some comments and after that I'll go into a DB design. I've had opinions and my future self has broken those same opinions and reconstructed another opinion that's closer to the truth. I don't doubt it. Okay, DB design. Alright. We need to think about that. New DB stream, no new DB stream, okay? I'll kill myself. New DB stream. Those are fucking garbage. Please, just open up. Holy sh... Oh, okay. Here it is. Okay. We back. Okay. So let me just... I hate when it does that. Ah! Maple battling his demon in front of stream. PHP my admin is trying to get back. Alright, okay. Let's open up what's important here, okay? Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's put some order in this shit. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, can you see everything on stream? Yes, you can. Okay, I even have some crazy margin. Alright. Alright. Can you stop being a fucking bitch? Sorry, PHP my admin is triggering me. Okay. Weren't those terrible according to you? Yes! Yes, they were garbage. They were absolutely horrible. The worst streams of all. Okay. This is the idea, okay? This is all there is to it. So, here, you see, we have type ID, okay? Type ID will govern everything, okay? Everything. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm a retard. Wait, I need to think about it. Okay, okay, I'm back. Okay, I need some answers. I need some freaking answers because we... Okay, okay. You know what? Nigma, you've spoken enough. I'm calling on you, okay? I'm calling on you now. Let's say that I have a C program, okay? My C program is like hello world, okay? So it's hello and I don't remember. Is this the thing? Yeah, here you could have arg. It's hello nothing, okay? Who gives a shit? Okay. And here you would have print F, this. Fuck J. Okay. So here we have... Oh, sorry. Okay. So here we have hello world, right? Now, this... Okay, let's stop with those. This is impossible, right? Tell me that this is impossible. Okay, go... Oh, the fucking semicolon. You know what? Thank you, it's Commander. You've got some big nuts, okay? You've got some huge freaking nuts. I'll even put you the indentation, okay? This doesn't exist, right? This is like it cannot hurt me, right? No, the sea monster. The sea monster isn't real, honey, right? That's impossible. Don't indent the function prototype. Okay, let's just read the fucking thing that Nigma sent. I know what a preprocessor is. I just want to know if that's even a possibility. Because to my brain, it doesn't... Oh, fuck, I did. Sorry. To my brain, it's not possible to do this. But I just wanted to know if my brain was wrong. That's all I want. Okay? So, okay. That right there was a perfect example of what I meant with my opinion. Here we go. You forgot something. Okay. And that error up on there. That can hurt you, but nobody is insane enough to use this. Base. It will give a compile error though. Okay. Okay, that's a great comment there, Enigma. Okay, it sees everything as text. It cuts or pasted. Thank you. Okay. So I don't have to plan for this shit, okay? I don't have to... I'm good, okay? We good. Okay. So what that would mean is that if defs can only be declared and removed at the same level, at the same depthness, right? Because you could have, like inside of your function, you could have an if def here, right? You could have if def fuckboy and like this file would work, right? This is a thing, right? Defines are just special key string and get replaced with what they were defined as. Yes, but my understanding is right on this, right? So we can put an if def inside of a function, just like we would be able inside of a struct. The important part is just that it is defined and deleted at the same level, at the same def, within the same structure. Yes. Okay, okay, good. Okay, good. Understood, good. You know what? We're keeping that C, okay? That's our cancer board for the day. Yes, you can put an if def anywhere if the compilation should succeed is another thing. Okay. Okay. Okay, yes. The reason why I'm thinking about this is I need to think about this shit, okay? Alright. I don't even know how I'm going to word this. So right now we have two parts, okay? So we have the tag part, which I'm missing something here, but who cares, okay? So we have a tag part. Please, Lord, okay. We have a tag part that represents a file, represents brain, please, process, represents the instance of a, well, right now I'm calling it type, but of a structure, function, something inside of a file, right? So this has a line number, this has a place that it lives in, and those are the actual computer concept of the things, right? So I'm encoding all of these things into our database so that we can point to the same concept instead of having to redo all again inside of tag each time that we have the same freaking concept for the 13th millionth time. So that's the idea of this shit. But I just have to think about where will my define exist, right? Where will my if def and end if exist? Well, it will be within the structs. It will be pointed by a tag. So I will probably need some kind of extra table that's named war crime. Sorry, I mean if defs. Okay. And that should hold all the if defs or something like that, okay? So I need to think about it. That's what I'm saying, okay? I need to think how this is going to be placeable. Alright. Did somebody say war crime? Yes. I love my war crime. Okay, nothing more to explain. Okay. Okay. Because being a body is a war crime. Buddy? Same. What's your favorite war crime? I don't know. There's so many good war crimes. Like there's the classic Canadian one, right? You throw food at the trenches and they call for more, so you throw a couple nades, right? That's some things that you do, right? But like, are there like there is more based war crime, right? The idea of mustard gas. That one's a good one. We gotta say it. It's a good meme. It's a good meme. Having a struck that has a children of pointers pointing to its type. Type def struck a pointer. What the fuck? Ketchup gas when? Just wait for it, my friend. Okay. We just have to get mad enough, and we've got a limited extension to the Geneva, okay? That's the idea. It's kind of... I was reading something not long ago about the fact that they... In World War II, Great Britain was just dumping all of their war prisoner into Canada, and the way that we stored them, because Canada is big as fuck, is that we just put them into big village in remote places, and we would not even like put fences. We were just like, okay, you want to go? Go, bitch. Go die. Okay, you want to go in the forest? Have fun. That's kind of funny to me, right? Just storing some heavily propagandized German, and you're just like, yeah, go ahead, bitch. Okay. If it doesn't work on its own, you need to do some fucked up crap to make it compile. True! If they don't surrender after the first strike, strike the hospital. Okay. Enough. Enough war crime memes. Okay. We've done enough. Okay. So why the fuck did I want to do this again? My brain is overeating. I'm looking up and I see it ain't a red cross if I'm colorblind. Based. Oh man. Oh, I read something. It's not funny, okay? But it is. But it's not, okay? Because it's real people that were fucked over in this. But Canada had this little thing where we wanted to like assert our sovereignty to the Arctic. So this the 1950s solution to this was to take some Inuit people, right? Some Northern First Nations, and airdrop them over the most northern and remote part of Canada. and promise them a house and say, no, you only have to stay there for 2 years and we're going to pay the fuck out of you. And you just drop them and you leave. Why? Who thought this was a good idea? Who said to themselves, you know what? I think those fucking Russian, they're coming, okay? They're coming over the north. What are we doing? Airdrop the Inuits. They know how to survive. Oh, a lambda expression in C++ are a war crime. Based. That sounds like AIDS. I love it. Any type. I think coding in a non-monospace font is a war crime too. Is this real? What's a monospace font? No! Where can I see my font? I don't want to be a war crime. Yeah, but what does monospace mean? Monospace could mean a fuck ton of things. Does it mean that the space are always common length? Like they always have the same length? Does it mean that every character has the same length? Does it mean that the tabulation is something special? I don't fucking know what monospace means. Of course it's monospace. What the fuck does it mean? Where do I change my font so that I can get laughed at, okay? This is why I'm here. It's in the fucking settings. Bro, I know. Where are the settings? Configure Kdevelop. Nope. Okay. Oh! We are saved! We are saved! Okay. Monospace means that every character has the same width, and... If you use a non-monospace font, then the line could get misaligned, and a line with 5 eyes would be way shorter than a line with 5 L's. Okay, it says that it's monospace. But I don't know if it's true. It looks good, right? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It is monospace. Okay, we good. Unchat that bugs are funny. Oh, wait. I'll go set one font. Wow. Font that isn't. War crimes. Okay. Okay, which one is not? Deja vu sheriff. Oh, that looks fucking ugly, man. Whoa, nothing happened. Where do we set this? Bro. Apply, bitch. Eh? Eh? Do I need to, like, reload the thing? Oh, I need to save beforehand. No. Do I need to close? Oh boy. Oh boy, let's go look at some things that should be the same length. Oh fucking hell. I don't even know if they're aligned and they're the same text. Oh no. No way somebody really codes like this. Like, I'm retarded, but what the fuck is this? How is this readable? That's not a great question to have, okay? Why was there toddlers in your code? Why are you talking about toddlers? What the fuck's going on? Oh no, bro. Do I put it in bold? Will it make, like, more readable? No, no, it doesn't. Do you got turning into excusey again. Do you have a favorite font, guys? What's your favorite font? Okay, nice. Fixed. Okay. Yes, toddlers? Kids? I love this part of the code so much. We've got kids, and then we've got toddlers. Oh man, I should have kept the loop in there just to have toddlerons again. Bro is on the list. Based. I have an idea. Set your font to small caps. Small caps? What is small caps? Is this a thing? Bitch, where? Oh. Computer modern. Oh, you mean like font style? Small caps. What the fuck is Canadian Aboriginal? That's not even a thing. Canadian Aboriginal? Okay, Noto-sans, you're racist. Okay. Are we talking about caps like capitalized? Because I don't know that you can do this. Probably can, but... Computer modern. I don't get anything. Yes! I don't get what the fuck you're all talking about. Small caps. Okay, so it's not that. Are we talking about removing all of the capitalized letters? Okay. Set your font. Okay, I have an idea. Set your font to small caps. Are we talking about... Okay, for the 6th time, I need an answer. Are we talking about removing all capitalized letter from my code? Is this all this is? Someone, answer this fucking question. I am confused. Is this it? Is this what you're talking about? I need a fucking answer. Is this the meme? Fuck you. You're all not answering. I'm killing myself, okay? I don't know, ask Isaac. You dipshits. I think it looks good. But I'm sure it doesn't run, right? Because those are not ASCII. Well, they are, but they're... You get what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? Enough. Have I fucked anything over? Is this okay, or is this just me, like, becoming insane? I'm not insane! Okay. Yes, that's it. I don't know what Isaac is letting me know. Enigma was as fucked as I was! Oh no! I love you, Nigma, okay? We are brothers in retardation, okay? We are big brains in needs of brains. Alright. Okay, can I have some colors, please? Colors! I ordered some colors. I feel like I'm eating some crayons. Okay, we're good, we're good. Can you do SQL injection in your code? Do we mean the ACK or yes, I can always add SQL in my code. I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying. I don't know what an expector is. Oh, ints, I have it, it's just very slow. Right? Look, I can do this, do that, but it's just very slow. That's why the color exists, but it takes time. Yeah, it does the variable that I have defined. I have a lot of them though. I mean, do you have sanitite? Do you sanitize the input? Is your code vulnerable towards SQL injection? I don't know why it's that slow. It's on an SSD. Well, it wouldn't matter. Well, technically my thing is remote. Ooh, maybe that's the issue. Right? Because my kdevelop is local and my thing is remote. So maybe in the background it tries to do the call to the file. And it takes like a fucking year. But it wouldn't matter if it's like vulnerable towards SQL injection. It's not that part. Maybe because it's more than 1,100 LOC lines of code. Is it? 1,100. Pretty good, pretty good. No, the real reason why it lags, it's probably because I'm remote and because this shit exists. Raw, okay? Straight in the fucking main. We define it all. Alright. What in the events do you mean by remote? I mean remote like this file is SSH'd through my server, okay? So here, I'm on a server, SSH, right? Boom. That's my home computer. That's the machine I'm working on. Boom. SSH into the server. And same thing. Here, I am SSH'd into the server. And all I do is open up the file. Boop. Yes, but I think that's the issue here, is that yes, it's local, but if the calls to whatever the fuck the LSP equivalent of this shit is, don't even know if it's really, Bro, I don't know how this works, right? I need a real IDE. My files are chilling on a stranded island. Yes, okay. Right. Like I should have a real IDE. This is not a real IDE, that's why. Okay, that's my issue. I'm just startled. I am too. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying, okay? This is all I'm doing here. Try and use Nano. Please go kill yourself. I love Nano, but I'm not coding with that shit, okay? Why would I program with that? That sounds like AIDS. This is why you guys are like, oh, create a module. I don't need a module. I have this shit. Right? I don't need to do like fucking, oh, we're doing nano fuck your mom. And then you click and you're like, Anyway. Not triggered. I have some PTSD from Nano, okay? I could use it. I just don't see. I just don't see it. Like, what are you using, its commander? When you do some code, what are you using? I want your opinion. Nigma uses some fancy shit. Yep, he uses Vim, okay? He's a traitor. I need some real information. No pepper. Go kill yourself. Give me a real answer. You're just trying to get me to install it, okay? I'm not whining this shit in. Or is there even a Linux version? Bro, it looks like a virus when you go on their website. What the fuck is this? Okay, enough. Echo code file based. Nano, fuck your mom. Okay, enough. Okay. That's like when you do some of these tutorial like Linux from scratch, and the command that they're telling you to do is this fucking atrocity. It's like cat fucking, and then you have a bunch of backslash into it, and it's supposed to become something at the end. But yep, enough of these command. I've got a bunch of nano fuckers. You pieces of shit. Alright. Alright. And wait, why are we... Ask whoever the fuck did Linux from scratch, okay? And why are we talking about ints if you're using Nano? Nano doesn't have any ints. How could it? It's not even a real fucking editor. It's like a meme in the terminal. Okay, I have probably promptly triggered both of you, and I love it. But what are you talking about right now? I'm confused about ints. The question started with ints. I am so fucking confused. I am over this shit. We are stopping this. Nah, I'm just rage baiting you. Okay, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. This is some deep lore I have no idea about. No, I'm just retarded. You're very good at it, it's Commander. You're very fucking good. Okay. What did we even accomplish today? We did this. Okay, we did this. We displayed the range count. Okay. That was a fucking shitty day, eh? So we displayed the rage count. Let's show our work for today, guys. What did we achieve, boys? This is the shit. Yep. This is the shit. Okay. So it's enough. It's enough for today. Tomorrow we're doing something better, okay? Tomorrow we're storing this into some kind of array. We're thinking about what we've done wrong, and the big issue that I was thinking, don't say no wait, okay? The big issue that I was thinking in my head is that we're going to have a big file, we're going to have a bunch of lines, and we're going to have a multi-stage parser. So what I mean by that is we're going to parse the if-defs at the start. After that, we're parsing the code within the if-defs and a bunch of other things. The issue that I'm scared we're going to have is at the end of this process, we need to reconstruct some kind of file with this, right? We need to be able to say that the if-def that we scanned at the start is related to this specific struct, so should be written into the struct, but should also be an entity in and of itself. So we're gonna need to find a way to link all of this shit together somehow. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Tomorrow, stop talking. My thoughts on Pike as fact. Taking a range war because everyone wants to. The issue, Nigma, is that you're going to say something that is fucking retarded, and then you're going to say something like, the people who did this are fucking morons. And everybody looking at this will be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like when you go on a rant on why hasn't Python fixed this? And it's like, it's something that they have 99% fixed. And the issue that you're talking about is a design issue. Yes, most people will look at that and say it's fucking rage bait. Because even if you don't want to, it is. This is what it's triggering. This is what is triggering with you. You don't stop with these things. Did you read my words? Your words don't mean shit, Nigma. We're not robots. We're human, okay? And most people that have wrote more than 6 lines of Python is just a global... It's not... I am not getting fired because I got them nuts, okay? I'm going to not stop. No, but I'm right here, okay? It's not a global truth. Right now, what you're doing, and the reason why most people think that you're fucking rage bait, is because you will state something that is very fucking offensive to anybody that has put time on something that you're critiquing. There is a way to critique something, right? If you say to me, I really like McDonald's, and I come back to you like the second after and I'm like, McDonald's is fucking retarded. You know, I don't like McDonald's. I think they're just fucking inferior. Most people will be like, this guy's an asshole, right? And that's the issue. You're doing that and you don't see that you do it, right? So... Yes! Yes, I will push, okay? I will try at least, okay? So, this is why people think you're rage baiting. Is because you don't couch your statement. When you say something like a critique of... No, don't apologize, okay? It's okay. I'm being bombastic because your statements are somewhat bombastic too, okay? Even if you don't know about it. But when you... Okay. Maybe you've just never seen that in the world, okay? But when you critique something that somebody might have some attachment to it because it is part of their identity, and when you write some code in a language, it is part of your identity if you've done enough of it, you critiquing it is also a critique of them. No matter how much you say that it is not, it is for these people, right? For most normal people. So, yes, it's Commander, yes. So, what you do is you couch your statement. So instead of saying, McDonald is fucking retarded, you can say something like, oh, okay. And you shut the fuck up about it. If it's something it's very important for them. If it's not that important for them, or you really fucking hate McDonald's because they're genocidal or something, you go, I disagree. I think that McDonald has an issue for this specific reason. You don't go, the whole system is fucked. How could I know that somebody uses this shit? This is retarded. Okay. I'm going hard on you, okay? I shouldn't. I don't have to filter, but what I state is never pointed towards being rude. I know, that's what is... That's why I'm laughing about it. I feel like I'm just watching somebody that doesn't have a lot of social aptitude or is not able to, like, reading people. So that's funny. I know people are normal, I am insane. We are all insane. I'm not insane, okay? But yeah, that you can make people love you way more when you couch your statement. I think this was a good stream. I got Maple to tell me to kill myself twice in 10 minutes. Good. This is good. And yes, I will vent, okay? I will vent. Because those fucking moron in the call center, bro, they're retarded, okay? They're Nigma, if you ever think that I'm frustrated by you, you don't know what frustrated is. I know that people normally put fluff onto their phrases. Yes, and maybe like you say sometimes that you're autistic. If you like truly diagnosed are, I understand, okay? I have a lot of autistic friend. Normally, what they tell me is that it feels retarded to fluff the statement because just saying something is way better, right? You just want to transfer the information. Why would I like limit the throughput when I can just beam the information into your mind? I understand that. But people are not machines. I would like them to be. I would like them to not be fucking retard, but people are not machine. So couching your statement makes them more appealing. Based, okay? If you want to call me an idiot, don't call me an idiot. Point a hole in my own statement. I am naive at. Based. Very based. Click the X in the top right. Mortal proceeds to click the circle on the top center. Yes. Yes. Humans are fucking animals, okay? Maybe not in that sense, okay? Please don't put some commas into that shit. Nah, okay? Humans are like cattle, okay? We need to push them into the direction that we want to. And if we can do that through couching our words, it helps. Yes, good fucking day. And you know what? It's Commander. I'll try running the command once, okay? So I'll CP the thing. into... What's the freaking name we had for it? What's the meme? Give me the meme. Ebic. 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 Ebic? Ebic. Okay. So now we go into Ebic lookup. Where's the fucking command, bro? Why is it lagging that much? Bro. Bro. Okay, okay. And when you say add dot, I should add the file itself, no? Yes, the insanities continues. I will try to be normal. Don't try to be normal, I love you. These goddamn knocking true. Based. Dot just adds everything. Okay. We're running this shit. Okay, so here... Oh, fuck. Wait. Wait, I think I'll do it. I'll do it, bros. Not showing the keys. What the fuck am I doing? Bro, I'm doxing myself right now. Oh, it's developer setting, right? And then we have personal access token. Token classic. Is this a joke? Okay. It was asking me to log in using my phone. I was like, bro, you've lost the plot. Okay, if I copy this in here, we're not... Oh! No, password... password off doesn't do it. We need to put, like, the special code. That's what I learned last time. You don't have upstream setup? Yes, I have upstream setup. I can send you the link. Alright. If you search Maple Circuit, you should, like, find it, but I can give you at least eBic lookup. And I should probably name it correctly. And not have this, like, idiotic thing. Absolute cinema. True! Okay. Well, Nigma, some people are like that. Alright. So... It's true. It was fun. My friend. Please. Maybe I went too hard on you, okay? I don't want you to change, okay? I just want you to know that when you're in social situations, not only this stream, but throughout your life, couching your statement when you have strong opinion that you want to share is a great way to get people to love you a little bit more, because they won't feel like you're the biggest party pooper ever. That's all. Yes, but sometimes opinion and preference are not truths, and they're nothing to teach. They're just difference in opinions, right? We're not talking about 1 + 1 = 2. We're talking about I love using Fuck. I love using JavaScript in my websites. Right? That's a valid opinion. What I'm saying is not everything is a truth. That's all, okay? Enough. I love you, okay? I'm not saying that you need to change. I'm trying to spread knowledge here, okay? Trying to spread knowledge, okay? From one asocial person to another in trying to become more social. Goodbye, okay? Love you all a lot. Bye-bye. For real now, for real. For real. Based. The only opinion that is true is that Maple is goated. True!